It's how I hear the world. It's when I'm listening to people speak. There's a musicality to dialogue, and I hear it, and I find myself. It was funny because someone asked me, like, I was recommending the Gilmore Girls TV show to someone, and they asked me, they go, "How did you find that show?" Like, because what it's about, I couldn't care. Like on paper, you think I wouldn't care less, right? And for years, I did not watch the Gilmore Girls, even though everyone told me to. They said, "Brian, this is up your alley. You will love this show." And I go, I'll get to it, right? And then one day, I was literally in my wife's office, and she had the Gilmore Girls on. And they were, that rhythm was just crackling. They were back and forth. And I literally like looked up from whatever I was doing and go, "Is this what the show's like every day?" And she goes, "Every episode is like this." And I go, I love the music. I do. Because I live with it every day, but hearing someone else play their music that great gave me the chills. Like I still to this day, when I hear someone like write great dialogue, I go, "Oh," you know. So I try to give that to myself because I love it so much. Well, yeah. Well, to answer your first question, yes, I do. If the inspiration is there, and it's not just, oh, I have this cool idea. It's like I really can feel this person coming to life. Like Miles is a living, breathing person to me, right? And once that happens, you're like, oh, I have to put this in the book. I have to, like, this is truth. I have to put this out there. Now, so yes, I do. And also, well, like when I first came to Marvel, I came with Ultimate Spider-Man, and it was a very additive book. Like everything was adding to Marvel and adding to Ultimate and adding. And then when it came to Avengers, I blew everything up. I blew up the mansion. I killed a bunch of characters and blah, blah, blah. And because I wanted to do a disaster movie, but people reacted poorly in that, "Oh, you killed my favorite." Everyone's someone's favorite. Even Jack of Hearts is someone's favorite character. So, and we started referring to it as the toy box, and someone goes, "Oh, Bendis, you're like one of those guys that comes on the playground and kicks everyone's toys over." And I was like, you know, that's not a bad analysis. But so let me think about that. Do I want to be the guy who comes over and kicks all the toys over, or do I want to be the guy who puts cool new toys in the toy box for everyone to share? Right? And as I have kids, you're going back to my kids, I have kids, and you're teaching them to share their toys and to be a positive energy and to, like, you know, and so I should apply that to my writing. And so when things like Jessica or Miles comes up and you feel, oh, this is additive, or I'm adding to the Marvel, this is a flavor that's not there right now, let me put it there. Like, and even like Jessica could have been a creator-owned book, like I could have done it in Image, but it just felt like it was a flavor that Marvel needed. It was like she works because of Marvel. Like it's the connection to that was more interesting. So yeah, and then getting to the kids, yeah, I'm a Jewish man, so I've been raised with anti-Semitism and racism my whole life, even though you can't tell from looking at me. But yes, I have in Cleveland, and where it's mwah, the anti-Semitism is mwah, there, and not everybody, but you know, I got dinged enough. And so yeah, when I'm raising, of my 4 children, 2 are of color, and you get very hyperly aware of what they're downloading from the world, like what's on TV that they're getting, like what are the positive influences, and you realize that the flavor of African American kids on television is sassy best friend, or it's just like there's like 2 flavors, and they're fine, but there's more. There's so little representation of genuine children with genuine you know needs and goals, and I just, you know, because when I created Miles, my first adopted daughter was very young, and I didn't even know why I was doing it, you know, other than think something needs to be added here, right? And so that really, when I don't overly think about it when I'm writing them, but when I step back and I read the book back to myself before it goes to print, does this fit the? Am I adding something positive into the stew? And if I think yes, even if it's subtle, then that's the way to go. So yes, they influenced me in that I became very aware of what was missing from particularly American culture, and though I don't think I fixed it, I think at least I'm helping. You know, at least I'm doing a little help, and from there. But some people think like Riri is based on my daughter, but no, my daughter's a very little girl, and Riri's 15 years old, and my kid is 9 and 6. But there's certainly a way my daughter handles certain situations that definitely have influenced the way I write Riri, and and it's just writing outside my perspective and outside of my experience, and trying to learn from that. So. Well, I must say it's been so far a lovely. They've been very loud and very determined to get me here, and I was very, very grateful for that. To be honest with you, it was quite heartwarming. I was shown some stuff by the convention that last year I had to cancel from a family emergency, and genuinely concerned for me and wanting me to come. So I'm so glad I finally got here. It's lovely.